Hello, you amazing healers. I have a little bit of a treat today. So, some of you don't know about creating events, and the really easiest way to create events is to create your own meetup locally. And luckily now, because of the pandemic, they have also created online meetups. So today's episode is all about how to create your own meetup and what some of the best practices are that I learned from people who are doing awesome jobs with it. Okay, stay tuned to hear more. This is Anastasia. I used to be a physics professor specializing in vibrational and quantum physics. After recovering from a serious illness using energy healing on myself, the calling to heal became so strong that I had to quit my 40-year research career. I replaced my 6-figure professor salary within 5 months using a simple but not easy 3-step system that I worked out to grow my healing practice. Now I help other healers grow their practices, whether they're just starting or already have a practice, with this same 3-step system. I'm all about helping you too. Listen in to learn more. I'm so glad you're back to talk about how to create your own meetup, which is basically your own event. So, number one is the process that you go through in the meetup. People go, well, what do I do? So the best meetups are the ones in which they allow you to interact with the people that show up. So you have a period of time where you can basically network. So this is basically you are creating your own networking event. And the networking event, when you're bringing people in to show them your healing processes and talk about those kinds of things, the networking is to just bring people together so they can feel comfortable in the environment. And you can even set the rules with how they network, right? You know, tell them, like you hand them all a card when they come in, and you can describe the rules that you have from network, like introduce yourself, tell people one interesting fact that they wouldn't learn any other way about themselves, and and even a little bit of where they live, where they come from, just some rule. I'm sorry, I got this fly flying around my head for some reason. Somebody left my doors open again. I have a lot of people here. Okay, so that's the first thing. The next thing is you're going to give a 5 to 10 minute talk, right? And you can have it as either a meal where people will pay a lot more to come in, or you can have it like an evening after dinner session where you have like some herbal tea and some light snacks, maybe fruits and veggies, some other light snacks, nuts, dried fruit, something healthy, of course. And then you can give a talk about a topic. Like for me, I would give a talk about, the importance of grounding and centering yourself every day, right? So then you have them go through that exercise, and you can do the healing on them during that time, right? And then at the end, at the end of your 10 to 15 minute talk, you make an offer, right? Some kind of offer. To have an appointment with you would be the best offer, right? And if people are now going, oh, I really felt great, I'd like to do more or learn more, right? And you can also make an offer for a series of healing sessions. And then you have some more free time for people to talk and ask questions, right? So that would end up being approximately an hour to an hour and a half. This is a great amount of time for a meetup. I've been to meetups that are a lot longer, and I find them really intrusive in my day unless they're after dinner. And the nice thing about meetups like that is that you can have them. So here's the trick is before you schedule, before you create your meetup group and before you schedule everything, make sure that you have a year scheduled in advance, right? Have 12 topics scheduled in advance. Have the dates, the times, and the place scheduled in advance. The reason why you want to do that is that way people know what's coming and they can put it in their calendar too. Because if they enjoy them, they want to keep coming back, right? And the thing that you want to do also is when you schedule them, they are, let's say they're the third Wednesday of every month or the first Monday of every month, something like that. So people know when to expect it, because they can create an event on their Google Calendar, for example. Like I can create an event on my Google Calendar that's the third Monday of every month. And that's when I have, for example, one of my healing clients do his regular sessions. Second is meet once a month, right? Once a month, and have all your topics scheduled out. Have them in the Meetup group, right? Set the group rules. It's your group, right? And have it for the purpose of helping others and creating community rather than selling. Because what I said, when you make the offer, have them connect with you. Have them connect with you by phone. And I've done that. I've connected with people by phone at Meetups. And sometimes I've bought their offer and sometimes I haven't. But it is a great way. Like I've met a lot of really great people at Meetups that I went to regularly. And one thing is that some people will not find value in it if you don't charge, right? So you should be charging a little something, like about $40, especially if you're going to have snacks and you are renting space. Some business owners that have some shops have rooms in the back for creating meetups, right? So a lot of times you're going to have to rent that space for the evening. So you can put in the, $40 to help defray the costs of the space rental and so on. And a lot of people will say, oh yeah, sure, that sounds great, especially if your research, especially if not your research, but your talk topics for each month are really compelling. They're really excited to come and understand. Like a really exciting topic, for example, is accessing your subconscious either by muscle testing, right? There's lots of ways to access your subconscious. So, getting to understand who you really are, for example, that would be helpful for a lot of people. Or you can do readings on them during the session. And so then the next question is, how would you get people to come? So Meetup has a really good marketing engine that's running it. That's why it's so successful. But you can also advertise on Facebook as an event. For example, you can especially geo-target and paid ads if you want to, meaning that you're just going in a local area, a local community. You can use Eventbrite. Eventbrite allows you to create events for free and advertise on there for free. Or you can, and they will also help you collect the money. I think they take a percentage of it. Or you can put it on Craigslist, because Craigslist has a place where you can put event ads, right? And I think they still allow you to do it for free. So these are ways to get traffic, but really what's going to bring them in is that you have a schedule, that you have a purpose for the group. Make sure that you create a compelling title for the group and a compelling purpose, right? Because, something like, you deserve to feel great in your body, right? Learn how here, and then, but put then how you're going to do that for them. Let's say you are helping people have better pregnancies, more enjoyable pregnancies, right? So, you deserve to feel great during your pregnancy. That would be a really compelling call to action, right? A really compelling hook, not a call to action, a hook. Join this meetup now to cover these topics. And then you're going to have the topics below. this is going to be really helpful for you to find and mine for new clients. And aside from that, you'll get to meet other people that are interested in the same topic as you are. And you might even find really good people, like a lot of business people come to these, especially if they have the issues that you are explaining. And a lot of business people will come to them, and you might find somebody who's really great at Facebook advertising, for example, and you can partner with them. So this is how I've met a lot of people, and I've partnered with them, and some of them worked out, some of them didn't, but that's fine. It's always good to try it out. Okay, I hope this was extremely helpful for you to really think about that you can create your own events, and it's a lot easier than you think. You do not have to, for example, you do not have to go to 1,000 networking meetings and call people in. That's how I did it the first time. That was a lot of work. This is a little simpler because there's already all of the infrastructure there helping you succeed, and it is very reasonably priced. So I thank you for listening, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for taking valuable time out of your day to listen in. If you found this message helpful, please help spread the word by giving the broadcast a thumbs up or a 5-star rating. Share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe to my channel with your notifications on. For further training on healing and growing your healing business using my 3-step system, go to www.highpaidhealers.com. And I'll see you in the next video.